What is going on, guys? Welcome back to our Everquest Enchanter Adventures. Wrecked You / Charmed You here. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, in today's video, we are going to venture into the hole. Now, I've done a video on the hole long ago when I was leveling up Wrecked You. He was only about level 50, and we only did the entrance. And beyond that, I've honestly not done much of the hole at all. I've not ventured in deep there other than maybe a crawl earlier today, and maybe one other time. But never have I killed anything or experienced or grouped there or anything. So this is a relatively new zone for me as well, as we're going to dive in. And we've got a few things that we can knock off our bucket list. On the solo artist challenge, we've got a mob in here, and then we also have a Everquest mob that we can kill here for our Everquest here. And Everquest here on the green server just opened up, so I've just started to do that quest, and we'll need to get this out of the way definitely for sure, hopefully in this video. Now, also this zone on Project 1999, they increased the zone experience modifier to 200%, so it's one of the best zone experience modifiers in the game, and it's a late game zone, so it's very popular for grouping and such. But I want to start it off by showing you guys how we as enchanters can get in very easily. Now, I showed you in the last video how we can just use our gnome illusion to be able to kind of wiggle our way through the door, but I found out that we don't actually even need to do that. All we need to do is use some illusions and our collaboration spell to really make that happen. Now, what you're going to need to do is buy a key. If you can get into P99, there's a vendor there. You have a high enough faction with them, you can buy the key to the hole, and it looks like this. It's called the hole key, very easily. Now, to get into P99, you're going to need a key called the bone crafted key that you can get for free as long as you, again, have the right faction. So a lot of normal classes will have to go kill guards, Aruden guards, and things like that, Aruden, and if when the Warrens come out, they'll use that zone to raise factions. But all we need to do is use our collaboration spell and a skeleton illusion, and we'll be able to raise our faction up high enough to do all this stuff. So one, I'll go ahead and I'll delete this key. That's the key to get into P99. Let me do my, well, here I'll show you the faction before and after. So you can get this key by just saying keys, K-E-Y-Z, to any of the skeleton guards. There's one right here. Right now he is threateningly to me. I'm going to go ahead and cast my skeleton illusion. Now he's apprehensively to me. If I do my collaboration, then everyone is amiably here. So I just run up to this guy, I say keys, and there we go. He gave me the key into P99. We'll run down there real quick, show you guys this, who you need to buy the key from. Make it real simple. Click on this rock with your key. Alright, you should be good from here as far as faction goes. Alright, we're coming through. Going through the two bulb rooms. Taking a left. We'll see here. Go through this portal. And you'll often find people killing guards here too, because I think they drop good cash and all that good stuff, like that guy right there. Now, this is the second portal here, but across from that, you come in here. Superior, what's this called? Superior Supplies. And this girl right here sells the hole key for 101 plat. Alright, so that's how we can just get an easy key instead of having to do what I did in our last video where I did a gnome form and I kind of wiggled my way through the door. And you want to make sure you have the water breathing gear or spell on, because sometimes you'll get stuck there for a minute. You definitely don't want to drown. Alright, we're just heading back up to where I got the original key from. And that's where our entrance to the hole is. And we'll start to do some fun here. Alright, underwater here there's going to be a rock that we'll use our key on. That's the door to get in. Again, that little hole right there, you can gnome form and kind of jimmy your way in. But now that we know how to use the key, makes it much, much easier. Alright, put that away. Now we are at the entrance. Now another thing here that I didn't know in the last video is that we can again utilize our faction spells to kind of walk around this place pretty much without trouble. Now there's a few different groups of enemies here. We have the elementals, we've got undead and ghost, and we have the rats. Now this trick will only work on the elementals. So any elemental form will work. You can't do the air elemental here since it's a levitate spell and you can't do levitate. Now I usually go fire or earth. I'm gonna go just, I'm not sure, I can't remember what the perk is of earth, maybe some strength or something, which would be pretty cool. But fire is good with a damage shield as well. But as you can see, they're scowling at me right now, ready to attack. I'm gonna go ahead and put any of my elemental illusions on. Now they're threateningly, now we're gonna go collaboration, and I'll be dubious. Now I don't know if when you get reach the bottom of the faction, if you kill the elementals, if this trick will work for you. I did one round where I just came in earlier today and I killed a few here, and then I realized that this trick will work, so I didn't want to kill any more and lose it. So I'll pretty much, for grinding and experience and everything, I'll stick to the rats and the undead. I don't think that, I know the rats don't affect this this faction, but the undead I'm not too sure about. But we need to kill a rat and an undead for our mission. Alright, so now we're good to go. As long as we keep our elemental illusions up, we can pretty much travel through these parts of the zone, no problem. Let me go ahead and get all my spells up and everything. Now you've got great drops here with the loam encrusted, so it's good gear for a starting enchanter for sure, even, you know, mid-level enchanter. You have some pieces drop from any of these guys, and then some pieces will drop only from the names, which you'll find out around here. Now, be wary of some mobs, like the rock golems are very resistant. Some of them are actually completely resistant to mez altogether. Now, you don't know which ones are the ones are 100% resistant and which ones can be, but they're very magic resistant anyways. So those are always trouble mobs. If they can't be mez, you'll have to use roots and stuff and just trying to get rid of them quickly. But again, I'm going to probably try and avoid any elementals, just so I can keep this faction, at least for now, so I know for sure if it's going to hurt too bad. Now here's a drop down coming into the zone. Once you drop down, you're going to have to gate out, or I think there's a port down in. I'm sure there's a port down in. I think this is called the castle entrance camp. Just going to jump on in. This is, you'll often find some guys killing here. Now here's where we start to get into the corridors and the areas I've not been through at all. Now, I'm just going to sit here for a second, look at my map for a bit. We want to first off get to the rat jail cell area. This is where we're going to have a guy that's on the solo artist challenge, Slizik the Mighty, I believe his name is. Let me find him here. So Slizik the Mighty is a level 54 warrior. There's a ton of ads in this spot. I went and looked at it earlier. They don't see through in Viz. I'm not sure if the names do or not, but there's a ton of ads there. There might be a group there. It's a very popular place to hunt because there's lots of mobs and they're relatively easy. They're all warriors, I believe, so there's no issue there. But that's where I would also like to solo and grind for experience and then just kill this guy to get on the solo artist challenge, check off. And then secondly, we need to get to the ghost area and get the Ghost of Kindle, which should be a relatively easy kill as well. It's not that it's rare or anything. It's just getting to the part of the zone where she's at is going to be the biggest issue. And this is for our epic quest. We need the essence of the ghost here. Just one of those pieces. So while I'm sitting here, let's take a look at the map. We can just get an idea here. This is what we're looking at. So we start over on the right side here. That's where we swam in. We ran through this hallway. This is where we drop down, and we're sitting in this room right here. Now you can see I'm going to go through this corridor and take a right. Gets me to the rat jail area. This is about where Slizzik spawns, I believe. And then we can go to the left, and that will get us deeper into the entire dungeon here. And our second mob, our Ghost of Kindle, is actually all the way through, going all the way deep into number 2 over here, which is the undead tower, the very end of the whole trail here. Now you also have like 7 here. This is a big pit where Yale will spawn. Master Yale, he's like the boss of the zone or whatnot. And if you drop down in there, you can't get out unless you port, or I think a rogue, you can pick your lock and be able to get out or whatever. But I made the mistake my last run as I was first time exploring. I fell down into that pit. Luckily I had good faction. Yale was up, so I didn't die or anything. But we want to not go that way and this time make it into this area, which I have not even been to this area yet. So it's going to be an interesting journey here, but let's go ahead and see what we can do. We are good on most of faction there. I'm going to go ahead and throw an invis up because there's no undead in this area that I've seen. So I should be okay. Too bad I can't have gnome form up because that always helps looking through the walls and stuff. Let me throw a C invis on first just so I can get a better picture. Always first time going through dungeons and stuff or early, you want to always be careful around corners and different things like that so you don't get surprised. Let me put this map on the other screen, huh? Alright, so we're going this way. This is where the rats will start. Now you can stay up in this corner. There's one right there. He passed all the way there. It's the only one that passed up this way, but as you can see, well, I guess I have invis on, so he's not going to see me. But he would not aggro me if I was standing right here. Anyways, just the stairs kind of block the feet to feet. So you're coming down here. We got a corridor going back and forth, and then around here you start to get a whole bunch of pathers. There's one there that's just static. You got 3 or 4 that'll pass through there, and every time I do this is where I get aggro. So there's 1, 2, 3 will come through there. So doesn't look like a group is here, which means I could start doing some hunting and try and kind of work our way back to Slizik the Mighty. I could probably just pacify my way through is my thought. Grab this pather here as my pet, and then also I'm only level 58, so I still need to gain 2 levels before, you know, we can do the really cool stuff. So let me go ahead and try and pacify this guy. So as you can see, he won't aggro me right here. I mean, obviously if it crit resists he will, but alright, he's taken care of. Gonna have your hat ready just in case. Alright. One down. Look like about 4 or 5 pathers. Try and get them while they're here so they're not like way around a corner or something. And mostly just trying to reduce the amount of mobs I get. I mean, I think I could take like 3 or 4, be just a normal type of big pole, but we want to make sure that we don't have like tons more gonna be adding on. So we got, you know, 3 or 4 of them are pacified. Try and get one more before this guy pass. I really don't want him. Okay. I'll go ahead and grab this guy now. I'm pretty sure Conjuring Whispers will be enough. We might need to grab an allure. Alright, let's just see what we got here, huh? Try and throw him out there. There we go. Oh, charm warm off, okay. At least only got one. Hopefully that's not an indication of how charms last on these guys. I'm not sure if they're magic resistant or what. And we got like a 21.5-minute respawn, so doing one at a time is definitely not going to be enough. But these first pulls, you know, take it slow. Push the wrong button there. Hopefully it gets off in time. I'm glad he stunned him. They hit relatively hard. I mean, 124. Not gonna lie, it's been like a month or two since I played, so I don't remember the level breakdown. What is it, like 140 is a level 50, I believe, or something? So this would be like a level 44 mob, maybe? are warriors, so they got a lot of health. Because that probably means I can take off my theft of thought on my bar. Okay, so I'm not seeing any faction hit with them, so that's perfect. Alright. I see one, just one coming through. Okay. All right. All right, let's try this, huh? Man, I knew he was going to come right when I did it, huh? It's okay because the others are... I think everything's pacified now. These are the only two left. That guy is a higher level. So we got to reset everything. Alright. As I figured, let's get an allure. Going against our main guy is like a level 54, so I was hoping it would be at least a allure high mob. Alright, there we go. Let me see him. There we go. Man, I should have started a timer for sure. If I can see him. So this guy might be a good one to just hold on to. He's high level. I could haste him and give him some weapons. I guess they probably don't drop anything, do they? Alright, that should leave one pather left that I can just like repacify or use to finish off both these guys. You know, something along those lines. So as he swings, let's run through. Yep. He did get me though. Alright, so we did get him pacified just a little late, huh? Come on. There we go. All right. Alright, I'm cool with both of them hitting them, actually. Definitely gonna have to be careful on respawns because I have no idea when they're due. Okay, so I also don't need the elemental illusion down here. It's not going to matter on faction. Let me go gnome so I can see. Alright, we got one warrior there. None there. Should just only have a few spots. We don't need that. A few jail cells. That's all we should have right here, I believe. Alright, that guy is getting his butt kicked, but... I guess it's close enough, huh? Oh. So that was only 4%. And he didn't die. So that makes me worried about this finisher. Should have definitely just charmed a different guy. So that only does 7%. I definitely do not have 2 of those in me, and he's resisting here. Damn, that sucks. Okay, so let's just hopefully I don't have to reset him. Don't break. No resist. Thank you. And I gotta remember not to go too far up too, since I don't have my elemental illusion on. Okay. So we got one guy there. Looks like there's the docks down there. Maybe. Okay. Let's go ahead and venture through here. I have no mana. Timers, I don't know. Maybe 5 minutes, you know. Target a rat. Let's make sure he does not see. Okay. That works for me. Whoa. I would assume the names probably see. Let's see, where would this guy spawn? It says around the corner. Could be any one of these jail cells, maybe. I think this one is our spot. 13, let me just, 13, Slizik the Mighty. So yeah, this is Slizik the Mighty's spot. His placeholder. And we got another guy for another epic quest over here. Another warrior. Alright, so the biggest issue is just the pathers. That's really it. That, guys, I think for the Shadow Knight epic. Maybe not. Who's casting? Okay, so now we broke in right there. Really, we could get it where we just pacify everything. Then we're going to make our pull. And then we fight it right back there, one jail cell to the other. So we'd only have, if we're back in the jail cell, we'd only have 4 mobs really to pacify. We can charm one of the jail mobs and then go fight the other jail cell. So that's really not that big of an issue. Let me mat up and just decide the plan of action. Alright guys, so we've made it back in here to the rat jail. Now I did see some rats just run out of here after someone, so I don't know who's pulling them. Maybe these guys out here pulled them. I don't see any rat corpses. Or maybe someone out this way pulled them. I mostly just don't want to take any mobs from anyone. Now, Slizik the Mighty is up right now, so I want to make my way to him. But I also don't want any surprises as far as rats that are going to come back just in case someone grabbed them by accident. All right, there's a rat there. Okay, so it does look like they are grabbing the rats, huh? It does clear our path to Slizzik, but I would assume they're trying to pull Slizzik as well. I don't know how many mobs you can get before you have repops. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2... Looks like all the pathers are gone. Which is solid. All right. Alright, so I'm going to have to grab this guy, haste him, all that good stuff. I don't have... All my health is, you know, I'm a little low on health here. Alright, so... We got a little bit of time here. We should be good. I'm going to torch them, haste them, all that good stuff. Try and get a bed. Oh, that ain't going to work. Let's get him back here. All right. I just gotta hope no charm breaks. We get some other stuns in there. I'll cripple him as well. Add whatever debuffs I can. We'll have to re-slow. Getting as many stuns as I can just in case. Alright, my guy's winning so far. We can throw some bedlams on him. Now, Slizzik is level 54. So we should have no problem with mezzing him. He's not going to be completely resistant or anything. Alright, I'll re-slow him at about 45% just to make sure. Alright. That opens another slot for me. Overwhelming Splendor. That's not a great one to lose. I guess we'll just deal with it for now, huh? Oh, I should have just recharmed. Okay, so he can't be stunned. That's what that's showing me. Or he just has like a much shorter stun or something, I'm not sure. Try and get him down, come on. I needed a Membler here. Get a Bedlam up if I can. I'm so far face tanking him. Looks like I'm risking it, huh? Come on, baby. This is where I wish I had like a heal potion or something. I'm out of mana. Come on. One more. Oh my gosh, so close. 1%. Got him. Oh man, that was so close. Alright, I should probably just cap out. Alright, so we got Slizik the whatever Mighty down. He was part of the Solo Artist Challenge. Now we got lucky that a group had actually pulled a lot of mobs out of the way, so we had a time there that we were able to do it. Get those out, but we got the Idol of the Underking, 3 strength, 20/20. Pretty good. I don't know how much that sells for, but another check mark off the list. Alright guys, we are back here in the hole. We have one more goal to accomplish. We want to get to the Ghost of Kindle. Now this is for the Epic Quest. This girl right here, she's a level 50 cleric. So nothing really too difficult. She doesn't even aggro you like all the other ghosts in the area. Now I have attempted this 2 or 3 times before trying to record it, but these ghosts down here are extremely magic resistant. I'll show you the map here. But I've been getting crit resistant on pacifies pretty much every time. So it's been very, very hard to break the room. The ghosts are pretty much impossible to mez. So we're going to have kind of a interesting fight. We're going to try and see what we can do. So far, we've come through the entrance here, gone through the rat jail right there at 13 and 14. Now what we're going to do is take a left instead of right where we went to the rat jail, and we're going to follow a long path all the way back here into what they call the undead tower here. And at the top of that tower in number 2 is where the Ghost of Kindle is. And there's undead all through here. They're not in the same faction as the elementals, but they don't see through invisible to undead either. So we're going to kind of venture through here. I'll show you a few spots. One will come to the docks, which is a popular camp. There's Yale's drop pit we can just kind of look into. And then at 16 here, maybe look at the exit portal. I've actually never been to it. But at very least, we're going to get to that undead tower. And we are going to continue to attempt to take the Ghost of Kindle solo. If I have to, it's going to be an easy duo. But you know, the whole point of this is to solo. I want to try and solo all of the epic quests if I can. It's going to be very difficult with like the big mobs like Varina or Vessel just because of the competition that's at those. You have to poop sock that for like days. And then you got to get the first to engage. and win the fight. You know, if you're soloing, it's difficult to prepare for that type of fight. All right, I'm just buffing here, and then we're going to make our way down. We may have one rat on our pathway. So let me go ahead and just get situated here. Let me go ahead, we'll do a invis. And then I'll keep Bedlam up down here. All right, so we're at just the castle entrance here where you drop down into the hole. We're going to kind of make our way through. This is where the jail cell is. If I take a right, we're going to go left. And then this is just kind of a straight path pretty much. And there's no rats or undead potential for a little bit here until we get to the, I think they call it the observatory. I could be wrong at that. I don't think there's a group there though, because all these are still up. And here we go. Now here's a popular camp people will pull to, just like a lot of mobs in there. You can see this rat here will path through this pathway, which we're going to go. It's only a rat down here that I know of. All these are on the elemental faction back here. And then once we get down this pathway, we're going to then get into undead mobs, which we want to switch over to IVU. I don't think there's any other rats passed down this way. I could be completely wrong. Down here, down that path, you'll find a invis mob. Now I'm pretty sure there's a group here pulling. I'm pretty sure that this right here is a safe spot. Those things will path, but that's as far as the rat will path. That fiend path, but he's on the elemental faction, so we don't have any issue there. I'm gonna go IVU and we'll make our way through. Unless that guy just aggroed me. Oh no. Okay, that group pulled him. I was wondering, he started running and looked like at me. Alright, IVU up. Now here we have like a stables type area. I think this calls the slabs. Yeah, that's the slabs right there. It's like a little town down here. And we're coming through all the way to the end. If I go this way, if I remember correctly. Oh no, I took a wrong turn there. I'm getting nice and lost now, huh? Alright, here we go. This is the docks. Popular camp. You can see people there. And then over that fall there, that is Yale's Pit. And again, you can only get out of there if you have a rogue that can pick the lock, or you can, you know, teleport out. So you don't want to fall down there. And typically the fall, you know, you've got water you can land in, but there's also land that will hurt you. I did that my first time here, accidentally fell in there. Now, let me look at that map again. We'll try and find, we're right here right now at this docks area. I want to go take my right, and then first left will get us to the exit room. So I haven't seen that yet. Let's try and do that without teleporting out, I guess. It's going to be back here through these hallways. What it says, I believe. Let's look at that one more time, huh? Okay, so try that again, huh? Where are we here? Oh, it must be up there. Maybe not. Maybe it's the sword or something. Let me put this on the other screen so I can look at it. Maybe it's something like that. I don't want to exit. Okay, so this is coming there. It does look like it's on the other side here. This is where it would be, right? No, I have no idea what the actual exit point is. But it's supposed to be like right here, so maybe one of these bookcases, maybe that sword downstairs, you know, it could be anything. maybe the table, the lamp. You know, a lot of these zones have those exits like that. I'll have to look that up at one point, but not a big deal. All right, let's make our way back to where we just were. So the docks are this way and up that way. We want to go all the way. Uh-oh. Okay, just making sure I have IVU up. I'm going to go all the way through here. Here, going through this little gated area. You maybe have one wanderer on your way to another undead, so be wary. Alright. Now we just got this long corridor that will get us to the undead tower. And we'll climb up that, try and find a safe spot, and attempt to do this again. If not, I'll just have to grab a duo partner because I don't want to be stuck back here doing this. Considering these mobs are super magic resistant. That's a guy for a epic quest too, I believe. But since they're super magic resistant, they're not great mobs for us to level off of. I may try and use like a long form root or something instead of a mez, because so far they've resisted 100% of my mezzes. I don't know if the Ghost of Kindle will be on the same kind of magic resistance level. So far, no word. Okay, now we're getting to the tower. Right here it is. Now, so far as I know, over here would be considered a safe spot. Doesn't seem like anything past over here will get you. I'm going to re-up my bedlam. Now we just need to kind of do a straight shot through this up a few levels of stairs. And we will be at our destination. Now, as far as I know, there's nothing that we'll see in Viz. Just running straight through. Oh, got stuck under that. And then just a little spiral up some stairs a bunch until you get to the top where there are some rooms. Okay, you. Okay, here we go. Now here's our top level. High scale Kern there. He drops a ring or something. Here's a Revenant there. There's our Ghost of Kindle. And then we got 3 mobs in there. That's exactly how it was last time I was here. I actually got 1 pacify off and then the second crit resist. So that was an issue. You know, it's tough to know what to do here. Since I can't pacify, it makes it almost impossible to break the room without just kind of rooting and holding. Because out of 4 mobs, or at least 3 in there that I'd prefer to pacify, I'm going to probably get crit resisted unless I just get like super lucky. Now I do believe that this is a safe spot. I haven't seen anything path up here. Again, we don't need the elemental illusion at this point either. But I like the fire damage shield's fine. Okay, well, let's give it a shot, I guess. We're going to pacify. And I'll just cap out if we get a crit resist. I also thought about just starting with a charm on the Ghost of Kindle and then reverse. But since it can't be mezzed, it's just going to be a real issue. Alright, let's give it a shot, huh? And I'm going to put in place a fetter. And let's grab our gnome form so we can see if we do get resisted and just head out instantly. All right. Well, here we go. At least just a normal resist. Come on, man. I'm okay with that. I think these things can be up to level 54. Like 46 to 54, 49 to 54, something like that. As you can see, it's not going very well. There we go, one down. Cross your fingers. Well, this is so far way more cast than I've ever gotten off without a crit resist, so. Cross your fingers. All right, so we got 2 of them down. It's time to just give it a shot, I guess. All right, I'm gonna IV you up, head in here, and then I don't know as far as what I'm gonna do. Let me throw just normal root in there. Oh, we don't want invisible. That would have been a deadly mistake. Now these guys will probably, they will have Theft of Thought available, or mana, so. Now again, I don't know if I did the Ghost of Kindle, would that be better? And can I cast from here without getting aggro on that guy? Go get the bloodlust back up. Now I hope they won't be as resistant to charm as they are to, I mean, I guess they're probably gonna be. It's probably a death sentence to try and charm this guy without like a level 60 dictate or something. Alright, where's my Boltrons? I'm gonna have 2 charms up just in case. Alright, we got about 4 minutes, so we need to kind of speed it up here, huh? Alright, I'm gonna have to probably, oh, the Wanderer, he doesn't have a pet up right now, look at that. Cross your fingers. I got him. Any harm touched, nice. Come on, baby. I don't like that he's doing spells. I need to get some more stuns up. We're a little close. I kind of want him to not to cast. I want him over here. So I don't stun those guys when inevitably this breaks, you know. Okay, so let's depth of thought. What do I got here? We'll re-slow and then we'll prepare for it because she's gonna try and complete heal herself. Where the hell is my mana sieve? Alright, we got like 2 minutes, I think. Okay, let's try and measure so she doesn't get that off. What is this? Mana sieve. Oh, she's trying right now. There we go. Don't run, don't run. Come on, baby. Get her before this other guy pops. Yes. There we go. We got our mobs. All right, let me try and get out of here before anything breaks. Nice. So we got everything in the hole pretty much taken care of off our list. That was for the epic quest. I actually have the Idol of the Unthorn Underking on me as an upgrade, giving me some mana and health. So that's us, guys. That was the hole. There's great camps there for experience, fun stuff to do as an enchanter. I definitely come back and just kind of farm some rats for experience when it's open. You know, it's about as equal as permafrost if you do it right. You get the kind of rotation. So guys, thanks again for joining me in this one. I'd love to hear your comments below, and I will see you guys in the next Enchanter adventure.